What's up, guys? How are you doing today? Well, this is your brother Steven once more again from Steven Vision in DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this video. Well, dear followers, in this video, I'll be talking about the use of the present continuous tense. We call this once more again the present progressive tense. So I know you guys would like to understand the use of this tense for a long period, and today you have got the opportunity to understand and to know how to use this tense in English. Well, I wish you subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is your first time here, but also don't forget to share this video with your brothers, your friends, your relatives on social media and everywhere so that they may also learn English with us, right? So I want you to understand that we use the present continuous tense for the present use, but also for the future use. So I'll be explaining to you the present use of this tense first of all. So for the present use, normally we use the present continuous for things that are happening at the moment of speaking. When you're talking about something and that thing is happening now, then you can use the present continuous tense. These things usually last for quite a short time and they are not finished when we are talking about them. That's the first use of the present continuous tense, and this is the present use. I'll be giving to you examples so that you may understand well how to use this. For example, you can say, I'm working at the moment. I'm working at the moment. Can also say, please call me back as we are eating dinner now. Call me back as we are eating dinner now. You see, this is like something you are doing. You are eating dinner now. And then the guy has got to call back, right? So the following use here is the following example is Julie is sleeping. Julie is sleeping. Okay? So that's the first use for things that are happening at the moment of speaking. The following is that we use the present continuous tense for other kinds of temporary situations. When a situation is temporary, even if the action isn't happening at the moment, but it's a temporary situation, then you can also use the present continuous tense. For example, you can say, John is working in the bar until he finds a job in his field. John is working in a bar until he finds a job in his field. It doesn't mean that John is in the bar right now working, but this is a temporary situation. And there you can also use the present continuous tense. The following example is, I'm reading a really great book. I'm reading a really great book. You can also say, I'm really reading a great book. It means, I'm not reading this book right now, but these days, I'm reading a really great book. So this is a temporary situation. The last example here, you can say, she's staying with her friend for a week. She's staying with her friend for a week. Using this, you understand how to use the present continuous tense. Second use for temporary situations. The following is that comparing the present simple or the simple present with the present continuous tense, you understand that we use the present continuous tense for what? Temporary situations. But we use the present simple for permanent situations. For example, when you say, I work in a school. I work in a school. Here you see I use the simple present tense. It means this is a permanent situation. That's what I use. There is where I used to work, in a school. But when I say I'm working in a school, there you think this is a temporary situation. It means I was not working there, but I started working there, and I want project to stay there for longer. Maybe after a given period, I can move. So there I can say I'm working in a school. But when I say I work in a school, this is a permanent situation. That's a little different, right? So I want you guys to understand that we can use the present continuous for temporary or new habits as well. When you have a new habit, then you can use again present continuous tense. For normal habits that continue for a long time, we use normally the simple present tense. It means you use the present continuous tense for new habits, but for permanent habits, use the simple present tense. We often use this with expressions like these days, at the moment, that's the way we use this. For example, you can say, he's eating a lot these days. You can say, my brother is eating a lot these days. It means this is a new habit for him, right? Following example is that she's swimming every morning. She is swimming every morning. It means she doesn't used to do this, but she started doing this for a given period. The last example here, you can say, we're smoking too much. We're smoking too much. It means we didn't used to smoke too much, but now we're smoking too much. New habits. So I want you to understand that another present continuous use is for habits that are not regular. A habit that is not regular, you have to use also the present continuous tense. But that habits happen very often. It's something that happens very often, right? In this case, we usually use an adverb like always, forever, constantly, often. We use the present continuous in this way to talk about an annoying habit. An annoying habit, right? So I think there you understand very well. For example, you can say, you're forever losing your keys. You're forever losing your keys. You are forever losing your keys. The following example, you can say, she's constantly missing the train. She's constantly missing the train. And the last one here, you can say, Lucy's always smiling. Lucy is always smiling, right? So for the future use of the continuous tense, I want you to understand that the next use is for definite future arrangements. Definite future arrangements. With the future words, there you understand, right? In this case, we have already made a plan and we are pretty sure that the event will happen in the future. Really pretty sure. Nothing can change this. For example, you can say, I'm meeting my father tomorrow. I'm meeting my father tomorrow. Another example, you can say, you're going to the beach at the weekend. You're going to the beach at the weekend. And the last example here, you can say, I'm leaving at 3. I'm leaving at 3 p.m. It's up to you, right? That's for definite future arrangements. I want you guys to understand that we can use this tense with steady verbs or any other continuous tense with steady verbs. Don't use this tense or any other continuous tense with steady verbs. I think, guys, you know steady verbs. If you don't know them, Google them and you'll have the list of steady verbs and you'll understand that you don't have to use it. So let me summarize and show you in short how to use the present continuous tense. First of all, I want you to understand that the present continuous tense is also called the present progressive tense. The structure is that you use the subjects plus the auxiliary verb to be plus a verb in ing form. For example, I am eating my lunch. You see? So we have 3 uses. So we use the present continuous tense for actions that are happening now. That's the first. Example, you can say she's cooking in the kitchen. The action is right now. So the second is for actions that are temporary. For example, you can say they are staying in London for a few days. The last is for definite future arrangements, definite future plans. For For example, you can say, I'm going hiking tomorrow. I'm going hiking tomorrow. So, dear guys, this is the end of this video. I wish you subscribe to my YouTube channel if this is your first time here. But also, if you've already been here, I wish you share this video with your friends on social media, aiming at helping them improve their English. So, I'm Steven again from Steven Vision in DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and I wish you guys a good progress in your English, and I promise you that the best is yet to come. Bye-bye for today.